Hi everyone, and welcome back to another healthy keto eating show. New recipe, scripture reading, and story time. So come on back. Hi everyone, welcome. Great to see you and great to be back in doing another healthy keto eating show. This is from my slideshow recipe on Thursday. If you missed that, definitely revert back. I will link down below in this box here how to make it and all the ingredients, but this is the eating show part of it. But yeah, it explains more on that. It's just a 2 or 3 minute long recipe, so it tells you exactly how to make it. What I have here is a double cheddar cheese chicken helper. So it's like a hamburger helper done keto style, but we got it with ground chicken instead of ground beef. And we got it done with the shiitake noodles. We've got a double cheddar cheese ragu sauce. We've got some heavy cream and then some extra cheddar cheese on top, shredded cheddar cheese, because it's a double cheddar cheese, which the ragu is called double cheddar cheese, but we got double cheddar going here. And then of course, salt and pepper. Yum, I'm excited. Now the recipe is 21 carbs, 21 net carbs for the entire pan. Could serve 3 people, but I do 1 meal a day. If you're new to my channel, I eat every 24 to 30 hours. I'm a 1 meal a day. I only eat 1 meal a day, and I do that 6 days a week, and 1 day a week I'll break the fast and do about a 18 to 20 hour fast. Just because my husband and I go out to do my outfits, and he doesn't want me to wait to have to eat and all that, so I break it on that 1 day a week. But been doing this since February just to be at my most optimal health, and I fasted throughout my whole journey. If you're new to my channel, first off, there is the red subscribe button right down there. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you're notified of all of my new uploads. Share around my channel so I can grow bigger and bigger and help many people. I have helped over 3,000 people get their life back. So if you need extra help, I link my email down below, and I would love to help as many. So share that channel so it can grow. And definitely shoot me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this recipe, if you'll enjoy these Bible verses that I'm reading and the story time I got for you guys. So, but anyways, other than that, I'll explain real quick. I've been ketogenic for almost 5 years. This November 4th will be 5 years. I started November 4th of 2015. In a short 15 months, I lost over 150 pounds. Then I wanted to lose a little bit more. I wasn't happy with the weight that I was at yet. I knew I could go even farther. And now I'm at over 170 pound loss and been maintaining that for 3 years, over 3 years. I did a video on that. You can go to my playlist and look under miscellaneous, my keto journey, different stuff like that, just to see, about my journey. But yeah, so I've been maintaining that out, and then just decided when this virus hit that I would be at my most optimal health and do 1 meal a day. I love it. So I eat every 24 to 30 hours, but mostly it's 24 to 26 hours. So yeah, if I'm doing 1 meal, we're gonna break that recipe that I did into 2 servings. My husband and I get it together, or if he doesn't eat it, I save it for the next day for myself. So I'm doing 2 servings, but this could be broke up into 3. So it would only be 7 carbs. Well, yeah, 7 times 3 is 21. So 7 carbs. And if you're doing more than 1 meal, you should really try to keep it around 6 to 7 carbs for that 1 meal. But because I'm doing it all in 1 meal, I can get all 20 of my carbs in 1 meal. And that is what keto is. It's a 20 or less carb, and then a protein and fat diet. Your fat, protein, and carb is what makes up your macros. And the most important of all of them is your protein. You need at least half your current body weight. So if you weigh 300 pounds, well, that would mean you would need 150 grams a day of protein until, as you go down in weight, then you can go down in that. You can even eat a little bit more if you work out. That won't hurt you, but it will hurt if you go low. 1 day won't hurt you, but try to keep the protein. Now, fat, if you are in weight loss, and I teach this every time, keto was designed 3 ways: for losing, gaining, maintaining. When you're in the losing mode, you want to use a lot of that off your body fat. So when they tell you to do, what it is 5% carb, 25% protein, and 70% fat. Now, you wouldn't do 70% fat if you're trying to lose weight, which is around 110 to 150 grams of fat a day. You want to do more like 75 to 100 grams a day. Could never do 0. This is the ketogenic diet. Can never do 0. But dropping it down like that, and I was taught this professionally by my keto doctor, my keto heart doctor, and yes, I have a heart condition I developed 21 years ago, which is almost back to normal since doing the keto. And I was on 22 medications, I'm down to 2. I had other things, and we'll talk about that. But anyways, and then I had 2 keto nutritionists and my brother who teaches this as a job as well. He went to school for it. And then, of course, all the studying I've done myself. So when I bring it to you, I'm bringing it to you with true facts. If I didn't, wasn't taught this professionally, I wouldn't do this. So I've helped over 3,000 people get their life back, and it is very safe to drop the fat and use your body fat, some of it. I'm not talking about go zero fat. Never do that. Definitely do about 75 to 100 grams instead of the 110 to 150, where you're going to do that when you get to maintenance mode, where I am right now. I'm in maintenance mode. So I do around 110, 130 grams a day in my one meal that I eat. Or if I do more meals, I still keep it around 130 grams. And then if you're trying to gain weight, you're going to go even higher than that, 150 or higher. You're going to go even higher if you're trying to gain weight. I know people that have done it to gain weight as well. It's a wonderful way of life, but not everybody would be the same macro plan. Everybody's different. That's why I said everybody up on a different different macro plan when you call in. When you message me if you need help. But I know that they say 70% fat, 25% protein, 5% carb. But you do not do the 70% if you have it on your body, because that is acting as your 70% as well. It's going to act as that. You're going to lose it quicker, get it off. You're going to get to true maintenance, which is great. So let's say you start around the 100 gram, and as you're losing weight, you're going down to 95, then 90, then 85, then 80, then 75, then, right around there. You want to keep it around there. No lower than about 75 grams, though. Don't go any lower than that, but you will get to goal weight, and it's wonderful. You get there quickly if you listen to what I'm saying. So avoid heavy fats, such as oils and butter and nuts and avocados and, like heavy creams like I have this made with and stuff like that. You want to try to avoid things like that. Red meats and stuff like that. Stick with lower lean meats and things like that. That's what you want to do. You can use a light mayo. You can use a light sour cream, light cream cheese, things like that to keep it lower for you. But not like things like salad dressing. That you got to keep at the fat amount that it is, because when you lower it, makes the carb a lot more, and there's a lot of process to it then. A lot more process to it. So, but anyways, I hope that explained it to you guys. If you need extra help, like I said, my email's linked down below. I'd love to help you. I've helped over 3,000 people actually get their life back and lose all their weight, and they're healthy and happy. And you never have to be afraid. Some people will tell you that lowering fat out is very dangerous, can hurt your organs. well, I had two bad organs. I had actually almost like kidney failure, and my kidneys were bad, and I had a bad heart, and I have healed both of them, and I ate low fat during that whole 15 months. I actually got to a point where I was only doing 50 grams a day. I don't recommend that for you guys. I was working with the doctor, but I did 50 grams to lose the last 10 pounds. I did 50 grams of fat a day. So wouldn't hurt you, didn't hurt my organs. In fact, it made my heart better. I lived with a heart condition for 16 years on so many medications, and it wasn't getting much better than around 25%. In the beginning, it was only 8%. I had the heart of an 83-year-old at 22 years of age. It's postpartum cardiomyopathy. It was after I had my child. I developed this heart condition. Was on a heart transplant list and everything. I lived on medications for 16 years. Never got any better than about 25%. Now I sit today at almost 50 off of all the meds. I got off of all the meds, you guys too, after just doing keto for 3 months. And I also had not only the heart condition and the kidney problems, but I had GERD, I had stomach problems, I had PCOS, HPV, I had asthma, high blood pressure, high triglycerides, high cholesterol, you name it, I had it. I was on so many meds, and I'm off of all of them except for 2 small things for the heart. One just helps with the pooling, which is the lisinopril. A lot of people take that for blood pressure. I do not have high blood pressure. They had to give me a very low dose because it does lower your blood pressure too. And my blood pressure used to be really high. Now it's pretty low, like 100/50 is where I sit. Sometimes if I'm moving around 120 over about 70. So it sits low. So they had to keep me at a very low dose, but it would help with the pooling. It also is for the heart. And the other one is Corig, a beta blocker. So that's the only thing I take, and they're very, very, very small dose. The doctor sometimes thinks about taking them away and see what happens. But I'm doing very well, you guys, very well. So I didn't hurt my organs lowering the fat. Some people will tell you gotta eat your fat when you're doing keto. Not if you have fat on your body. You don't need to eat all that 70% they talk about. You can lower it down so that you get the weight off quicker. And everybody I help is happy, safe, healthy. Their organs are not going bad, and I've helped over 3,000 people. I also am in a website, a keto website of over 800,000 people lowering the fat, and none of them have damaged their organs. And the reason I'm saying that is I've had a few people talk about that you got to eat a lot of fat. No, you do not on the keto. You do have to eat fat though. You will have to because it's ketogenic. You can't go zero on the ketogenic. It's almost impossible. I mean, even if you did a low-fat diet, you're still eating fat, okay? So no matter what, you're going to have fat. But do about 75, like I said, to 100 grams. Start at 100 if you're very obese. If you're only trying to lose around 10 pounds, then you do around the 75 grams. But if you're very obese like I was 300 pounds, just two pounds shy of 300 pounds. I now sit today around 135 to 142. I was around 128 to 135, but I've gained muscle now. I've been doing a lot of muscle retention and stuff, so I've gained some muscle. But yeah, I sit around 135 to 142, and I feel amazing at my age at 5'3". And I'm almost 45. I'll be 45 in December. I'm healthier than when I was 16 years old. I have more energy than when I was 16. So I know what I did. I know how to do it because I was taught professionally. So yeah, don't ever be afraid of that. And if you're very obese, then yeah, start at the 100 grams and work your way down. I know that you're going to say, well, if you're heavier, wouldn't you eat less? Yes. If you want to go less, you could go to the 75 grams right there and just start, just do it from there. But no sense in doing that because you're still going to lose it. So go ahead and start around 100. And then let's incorporate fasting. But let's not incorporate the fasting until you've been good and fat adapted for at least about 6 to 8 weeks. So about 2 months. Wait till you get good and fat adapted, are in ketosis really good and everything, and then let's start to start to incorporate intermittent fasting, which is so good. Keto and intermittent fasting go hand in hand and are so good for you. The less they want you to do, the least amount of time is a 16-hour fast. 16 hours where you're not eating, an 8-hour window where you eat. Most of that you're sleeping. So you're going to be about 2 meals and a snack or 3 meals and then stop and go 16 hours. And then work up to a 18 and a 20 and maybe a 24 like I do. Or I've done even a 40-hour every other day. I ate alternate day fasting. Just incorporate fasting. It's important. It'll just make you so healthy. And anything over 18 hours, you hit what's called autophagy. And if you want to know about that, just look it up. I also did a video on autophagy. Look in my playlist again under my keto journey, miscellaneous. You'll find it. Miscellaneous is separate, a separate little box, and then of course keto journey, it'll be in both. Look it up, and I talked about it, all the benefits of hitting autophagy. Makes you younger, more youthful, your hair's better, your nails are better, your skin's better, you build new cells. They break down old cells and build new cells, making you brand new again, avoiding loose skin, like helping with the loose skin. So the more you incorporate that, the less loose skin you're gonna have. I've showed you guys many skin videos. I just did a bikini look for my Fashion Friday, and I showed you all the skin I have left, and it's barely nothing for my age, for losing the weight as fast as I did in 15 months, as much as I did, and I barely have anything. So, and I even showed a year from then to now of all the fasting I've been doing, like more hitting autophagy since, this year, since the pandemic hit. It was more like February when I started, and it was right there at the beginning of the pandemic. Hearing about the things in China and stuff like that kind of scared me, so I started right away then and just wanted to be at my most optimal health that I could be at. So that's why I do that, and it's really made a difference. My skin has tightened up even more from hitting that autophagy and breaking those old cells down and building new. All right. So if you have any more questions or anything, I link my email down below. Go ahead and shoot me an email. I'd love to help you. I have a couple people that did need help. I did get back to you, but I'm just waiting for you to get back to me. Because I need to ask, a few personal questions. So I'm just waiting for you to get back to me. I hope that you watch this video and you get back to me on that. You get your message. All right. So what I'm eating for my one meal today is, of course, the meal I made, which is my double cheddar cheese chicken helper. So like a hamburger helper with ground chicken. I'm doing just 2 servings. So my husband gets 1, I get 1. And you can, like I said, break it into 3. So I've got 10.5 carbs right here, but we'll start with 10. So 10. Then I've got a half a cup of sauerkraut, which is wonderful for vitamin C. A half a cup of sauerkraut a day will give you 100% vitamin C. And right now we want to keep our vitamin C up, want to stay healthy. So let's do it however we can. So if you like sauerkraut, I'm doing a half a cup of that here for that. And there's no carbs in that, or like around 1 carb for that. And then, so now we'll count that, now the 10.5 and then the 1. So now we've got 11.5 carbs and then 1 here. So 12.5, 13.5, 14.5, 15.5, 16.5, 17.5. And then the net 17, 18. 18, and then with this on it would be just like a half, maybe 1. So we'll say we got 19 carbs here. I'm also having 2 good yogurt. Those are the yogurts that we can have on the ketogenic diet that I find to be the best. Okay, there are 3 carbs. And they're called Too Good, and they have different flavors, and I have a serving of nuts in there. And then I've got 2 cheese sticks here as well. And like I said, I have some hard-boiled eggs here with some mayo on it because I need the fat, you guys. So I've got fat in here with the heavy cream, with the double cheddar cheese sauce, with the cheese on top. So that's going to have fat. Of course, the eggs will have a good fat. The mayonnaise will be a good fat. The nuts are heart healthy fat. And then, of course, some more string cheese here. And that's that right there. So let's get eating. I can't wait to taste this because I always do my slideshow video on the same day I make the video. And you get the slideshow that day, but I also sit down then and then eat this and make a video. So I haven't tried this yet. I'm excited. Now, When I made it, of course, I did the double cheddar cheese sauce, but so it wasn't so runny. I did heavy cream too, just to thicken it. And it definitely did, and I let it simmer for a while. But look at that. Doesn't that look delicious, you guys? Oh my gosh, can you see that good? I kind of want to stand up, give you even a better view. If anything drops, don't worry, my mini will get it. Doesn't that look good, you guys? Yum. Oh my gosh, yum. That definitely tastes like a hamburger helper. Well, chicken helper. Now you can do chicken helper with canned chicken, of course. People have done it that way. You can do it with actual chicken breast. They've done it that way too. I just thought the ground would be good because I was going to do it with ground beef. And I ran out of ground beef and I noticed I had ground chicken. So I thought, hey, a ground chicken helper would be really good. Oh my God, I love those shiitake noodles. Not a lot of people do. But I like the spaghetti ones better because they're thinner than versus the fettuccine ones. You just got to know how to do these right. You got to rinse them really good under cold water for 3 minutes, getting your fingers in there in your strainer, getting them really in there to get the smell off. Because they come in a liquid, which has kind of got a fishy smell to it. So you want to just get that smell off. Really do it for about 3 minutes with your hands. And then I cut them because the noodles are pretty long. I cut it with the kitchen scissors. And then put in there, and then you taste like you actually are eating noodles. They're very good, and you never want to boil these because they get rubbery. So I just throw it right over the cooked chicken, and then just mix it up quick, and then we put it on simmer for a little bit after I put the sauces in it and everything, and then put it on simmer with covered for about 5 minutes. I'm also having a can of the clear American. I don't have these often, but they are done with the aspartame. Some people can do aspartame, some people can do the sucralose. Sucralose for me, I could do a lot in the beginning of my journey, but I can't. I can now. It doesn't drop me out of ketosis, but it drops my color down. And that's just those ketone strips you buy at Walmart or any local drugstore, and you urinate on it like a pregnancy test. Oh, get it out. And then you just look at the color right away. It turns color right away, and it'll tell you on the side if you're negative or if you are a color. If you are a color, you're in ketosis. The darker the color, so it goes from pink to purple, the darker the color, just the more fat you're burning. Because this is a fat-burning diet. That's what ketosis is, a ketogenic diet. Ketosis is a big word for fat-burning mode. Your body is always burning fat for fuel, always. So that's what gives you so much energy. That's amazing. So yeah, but when I do sucralose, it does kind of now knock my color down a little bit. I stay in keto, but it knocks me down a little bit. And so I try to stay away from sucralose things. The best thing for us to have is things with monk fruit, stevia, or erythritol. So if you can do things like that, that's much better. And they make a lot of products with that now. But of course, the sodas, the clear waters like this and stuff like that, it's done with the aspartame. Probably some other things in there. So look at the ingredients to make sure you can have them. I have these all the time, and I stay dark purple. So, or dark pink to dark purple. And this is the peach one. I love this one. It's so good. They have so many flavors. They have them at Walmart, and they're only $2.99 for a 12-pack. I love the pineapple coconut one. This is the peach. They have a orange dream. They have a black cherry. They have a cherry, which I love. It tastes like Ludens, those cough drops we used to think as a kid were candy. That's all they taste like were candy. I don't think they even were cough drops. But anyways, the Ludens. And then they also have a strawberry, a kiwi strawberry, and I think that's all the flavors. They're all really good. I love them all, but cherry would be my favorite. Second favorite, the pineapple coconut. It just gives me a pina colada feel. So I love it. So anyways, how are all of you guys doing? Great to see all you guys. Great to be back in doing another healthy keto eating show. And just coming and visiting you guys and chatting. Ooh, we didn't do our reading. I was so excited to try this. Let's go ahead and do our Words of Jesus for Women. This one is Look in the Mirror. Take this up. Luke 6:41. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? And it goes on to say, self-preservation is a natural reaction to life, but sometimes it can make you critical of others while justifying your own problems. No one is perfect. Every single person is a sinner. I tell you that all the time. We fall short of the glory of God daily, every one of us. So why judge someone for some small fault you see in them when there are huge problems in your own behavior? Look in the mirror and see what's wrong in your own life. Don't worry about the others. God will take care of them. And that's something I talk about a lot too, or try in my own life, to remember that those that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. And I know many people that have done that at myself, at people I know. They live in these glass houses and they throw stones. Every one of us are at fault. Every one of us are not perfect. We make mistakes, so why judge somebody? Especially if you have something major in your life you're doing wrong and you're judging them. A lot of that is somebody that's a narcissist or somebody that just, is not happy in their life. So pray for those people, pray for them. And like it says at the bottom, God will take care of them. Let God take care of it. Let God be the ultimate judger. Don't judge people. Love everybody. Ask God to help you to love more, to gain more wisdom and knowledge and faith and strength. And just, love everyone. Be kind. Don't be judgmental to people, because we all have issues in our life. We've all been down that road that we've done something terrible. We've done something mild, whatever. No reason to judge. Don't judge anybody, because we all are at fault and we all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. The only perfect person that walked this earth was Jesus Christ. So that's it. And yet he died for all of our sins. He took on the sins of us, yet he was perfect. So just remember that. Every time you think you want to judge somebody, remember what Jesus did, and he was perfect. None of us are perfect. Remember that. Every time you go to say something, think about it. Oh my gosh, I've done something like that, or I've done things that are bad. I shouldn't say anything. Remember that. The bottom says, Dear Father, reveal my own weakness to me. I know I ignore them or justify them, but I really want to know. God, help me to deal with my own issues instead of criticizing others. In Jesus' name, amen. And, ask for that. Do ask for that. Ask God, God, show me my faults and help me to not judge. And I told you there were times in my life that I was very judgmental and stuff in my heart, and I wouldn't really let it out, but I would say things and then I would pray. And now, it's really big for me now. And I always, think before you speak. And so in my heart, before I want to say anything, I think about, what? Not worth it to say that, because, I've done things wrong in my life. I'm not perfect. I fall short of God every single day. We all do. So I'm trying to be a much better Christian. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with this, the Holy Bible, Life's Manual, the best book you'll ever read. And I'll keep telling you guys that everybody's going to get something great out of it. Read it, study it. It'll show you how to live. This will teach you how to live. No media or news or anything will teach you more than this book here will. It was written for us for a reason. Okay, so study it, read it, go in alone in a room that you call your prayer room, your warrior room, your war room, whatever, and study and read and write scripture down and spend quality time alone with Jesus. He loves that. Get that personal relationship with Jesus, because unless you have that, you ain't making it to heaven. We need to believe that he died on the cross. We need that personal relationship with him, and then we know 100% we're going to heaven. Once you have that salvation, you are on your way to heaven when you die or when Jesus returns to get us. So just know that he did die. To read those Roman verses I did in my sermon videos. When I did the Revelations, I did it in the last two. I put them in there, read those verses, and also John 3:16, who, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that who shall ever believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. And there's some great Roman ones too that talk about that you will have eternal life, that you have your salvation. It says that your salvation, once you have your salvation, that's you're going to heaven. So spend that good quality time with him. Wake up every day, and just all he wants is a simple thank you. Thank you for waking you every day, for keeping you safe, for keeping your family safe, things that he's done for you. Sure, as a Christian, we're still going to have hard times and we're going to fall, and people are going to die in our life. We're going to get sick. Things are going to happen. Things happen. They never said being a Christian would be easy. The road to heaven is narrow and the road to hell is wide. But you know what? We can live a happier life because Jesus is with us every step of the way, because it says in the Bible, he'll never leave us nor forsake us. And it says 365 times, which is for every day of the week and the whole year, fear not. We should not fear. And that's the one thing God gets very upset about, is when we fear things. We should only fear God. That's it. If you're not walking with him, you should have a big fear. But other than that, fear not. For God so, loves us, and he'll never leave us nor forsake us. And just tell him every day, thank you. Get on your knees the old-fashioned way and pray to him. Spend quality time alone. Hope you guys enjoyed those verses, and I love this book. Jennifer, thank you again. I know I'm always going to thank you every single video. Thank you so much for that. I love that. My good friend Jennifer Kreswinski gave this to me. She's a very good friend of mine, and she actually sent me a package I'm going to be unboxing, and you guys are going to get this video. Either you would have got it today, or you'll get it tomorrow in Sunday's video, which will be a cleaning video too, or you might have already seen it if I threw it in my Thursday's video. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but Jennifer, I'm excited to open that box. She's too good to me. You need to stop doing that. I don't need any gifts. Your friendship means more to me than all the money in the world. So, but thank you, and I can't wait to open the box. I haven't opened anything yet. I can't wait, because remember, these are pre-recorded videos. These are pre-recorded. So I got the box today. I'm, telling you that you would get it today, because this would be a Saturday video for you guys, but it's not Saturday for me. So I always pre-record these videos, but I got it today. It's Thursday, and yeah, I don't know what's in it yet. I'm excited. Can't wait to open it, Jennifer. So, all right, now we can finish eating. But yeah, she's such a sweetheart. Her name was always so hard to say, but I know it's Kreswinski. I know you're probably proud of me for saying it as good as I am. But she's very, very dear to me. Good Christian woman. Very good Christian woman. Walks with the Lord. And I appreciate all the gifts she gives. I'm always, I give her things too. We love to give gifts. I know that. But I'm just letting you know, sweetheart, I need nothing. I love your friendship. That means more to me than anything because you're true and real. I've got some really great friends. Monica's a really great friend. Veronica. I've got some really important, special people in my life. And Jennifer she's right up on the top there. Wonderful sweetheart. And then, of course, I have other really, really great people in my life. So, let's get a bite of this sauerkraut. And I'm just eating it cold. Some people want it hot. I just like it cold. I love sauerkraut. Anything with a strong taste is going to have a lot of vitamin C. So, like jalapeno peppers will have a lot of vitamin C. Peppers, regular, the sauerkraut. Another one is, what's another one they said that is really good in vitamin C? If I think of it in here, I'll tell you. But garlic is high in vitamin C. Anything with a strong taste. Ooh, I love sauerkraut. Let's go ahead and try one of our eggs. Salt, pepper, and mayo. I get these pre-made at Walmart. I can boil my own eggs. It's just easier though. They're already done for you. And you don't have to go through if the eggs are going to peel or not. I'm pretty good with my eggs because I add in the oil in it. I add the olive oil on top when I cook them. And they seem to always peel pretty good and everything. But it's just easier. Pre-made eggs are just easier. You don't got to go through all the work. But once you open them, get them ate up and, try to do it within a week or less because they go bad a little quicker, I would imagine, because they're already peeled now. I'll open up one of my cheese sticks and we'll go on to tell my story. So, let's see where we're at right now. Okay. I got the fan going. It's kind of warm. I just set that right there. And cheese is really soft because it's warm in here. Yum. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. When I was with my ex, and this was the one, if you heard my story, the one on my 21st birthday, I was with him, and he was a guy that beat me. I was in a very, very bad relationship with him. I was with him for over a year. He didn't start the beatings until about a half a year in, and he was an alcoholic. And I was very scared to leave him. I was 19 years old. I was scared to leave him. Young and dumb. I was scared to leave him because he threatened me that he would hurt me and find me. And so that's all. Yeah, well, one of these times we were together at a football game. A Minnesota Viking game. I even think it was a Packer against the Packers. That's our rival. Because we live so close to Wisconsin. But anyways, or Minnesota is close to Wisconsin. But anyways, we were at this show together, this Viking game together, and he's an alcoholic. He started drinking. He was drinking really heavy, and I was really nervous because we're down in the heart of Minneapolis, which is a very bad part. If you guys remember that George Floyd that got hurt, that got killed or whatever, it was, with all the riots and everything were happening in Minneapolis. It's the worst part of the town. It really is. It's really a bad part, even to this day. I mean, all the time. It's just a bad part. That's where this football game was. So he's drinking. I'm getting nervous, thinking, well, I don't want to drive out here. I don't like the driving down there too, because it's all like one ways, and I don't know how to drive down there. I'm thinking, shoot, he's getting drunk. How am I going to get home? I'm really scared. He's getting stupid. He's drinking heavy and beer together. He's mixing. And we're there for, a good 2 hours for this game. And by the end of the game, he was getting in fights with people because he was doing something stupid. He was flirting with other girls. right in front of me. I'm his girlfriend. He's friends with other girls. But guys are getting pissed off at him, you know. He's getting in these fights. And I told him to stop, you know, like, you got to stop, or whatever. But I wasn't ever really hard on him because I was afraid of him. So he just got in trouble messing with this guy, this girl, his girlfriend. So he took off running. And I'm like running after him. I don't even know. He's running so fast. I don't even know how to get out of this building. I know nothing about it. I'd never been down there. There's so many entrances. I don't remember where we came in. I don't remember where we're parked and nothing. We had to walk about 2 blocks to get to where, you know, this thing. We had to park 2 blocks away. It's a game. It was just loaded with people. So, he's running and I can't catch up to him because, I mean, he just took off because this guy was after him. I couldn't catch up to him. I was so scared, and he's just not thinking clear, you know, because he's so drunk. And I couldn't catch up to him. And I get out, I finally get outside, and I don't know where he is. I don't know where we're parked. I don't know what to do. This was back when I was, like I said, 18 or 19. I didn't know what to do. We didn't have any cell phones back then. I had to go to a payphone and call my parents. I had to walk across, like, about a block or 2 down to a payphone. All by myself. At 12:30 at night. Yeah. And I finally get to a payphone and I call my mom. Now, for my dad to come and get me, this would take 1 hour and 45 minutes to come and get me from where we lived to where I was. And my dad said, I'll come and get you. Like I told him what happened. You know, they weren't thinking anything because I hadn't told them yet that this guy was beating me. I just said he got really drunk and he took off because this guy was after him. I don't know where he is. He's probably trying to find me. I don't know where he is. I just had to lie. But my dad said, okay, I'll come and get you. But I can't get there for a while. So my mom, she's petrified. So she calls the police department, the Minneapolis Police Department, and said, can you get to my daughter and can you get her to the front of the building where her dad's going to pick her up? She explained the whole thing and said she's 18 or 19, whatever it was. And she said she doesn't know how to get back. And she's all by herself. Her boyfriend left her there, and her dad is coming to get her. It's going to take 1 hour and 45 minutes for us to get there because we lived in the deep part of Wisconsin then. And so it's going to take us a while to get there. So could you go get her, and could you sit with her and wait? And he said, ma'am, this is Minneapolis. There's always something going on here. And we just had a Viking game right now, so we have a lot of calls, things going on. So no, I can't sit with your, I can't sit with your daughter. I can go get her. Where is she? What street is she on? I had tell him, because my mom had me on 3-way with the police officer. And I told him where I was. He said, I can go get her and get her in front of the building, but I have to drop her off there and I have to go. You know, I have to, because I mean, I can't just sit and babysit your daughter. If she was underage, yeah, we can keep her in the car. She's overage. So my mom said, please. And he said, I can't. I'm sorry. He goes, ma'am, this is Minneapolis. And this was back when I was, you know, like I said, 18, 19 years old. I'm almost 45, so I was a long time ago. And so Minneapolis is way worse now. But it was bad back then, too. Like I said, it was just a football game that had just gotten done. And lots of people there. So he got me in front of the, got me in front of the building. And dropped me off. And he said, if you have any problems across the street, there's a payphone. Call 911. That's all we can say. And I hope that your dad gets here soon for you. So I sat there waiting for my dad. I was scared. You know, no, didn't have a cell phone to call him. We didn't have cell phones then. So I couldn't keep calling, to check on him. Where are you, Dad? I'm scared. Keep him on the phone. Keep everyone be with me. No. And I had these guys asking me, hey, are you all right? Do you need a ride home? Like these weird guys, really weird guys that wouldn't leave me alone. They were just staying right there by me. I was scared. And back then I was thin. I didn't really gain weight till I got, after I had my kid. So, but anyways, these guys were asking, do I want to ride home? And I had to keep lying, saying, oh no, my dad will be here in 5 minutes, 5 minutes. My dad's 1 hour and 45 minutes away. And they kept, I'm sorry, my nose is running because of the pepper and my allergies. But anyways, they're like, next person would come out, hey, girl, what you doing, girl? You're fine as heck, girl. And stuff like that. Come on, girl, get in my car, let's go. I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. I kept saying, no, my dad's going to be here in a couple minutes. In fact, I think I see his car. I had to keep lying. And finally, after an hour and 40, about an hour and 50 minutes, my dad got there. I was the best sight I ever seen seeing my dad. So he picked me up, and then, of course, on the way home, he's yelling at me, saying, you got to get away from a guy like this. Why would you be the guy that would get drunk like this at a game, not taking care of you? You know, upset. I'm the only girl in the family. My dad has 4 boys, and he's very upset. This guy's a turkey. He's a loser. You need to get away from him. Not knowing that this guy has been beating me in my relationship, too. He didn't know yet. But all done with that. I need to spoon for my yogurt, though. All done with that. Just set it aside. So I'm like, I know, Dad, I know. But, you know, I think he just got in a fight with some guy, and I know he shouldn't have been drinking. But, you know, I mean, he was 22 or 23, my boyfriend. So, you know, I'm like, Dad, he was just being stupid. It was a football game. Everybody was drinking and stuff like that. And just, you know, playing it off, like sticking up for him. Well, thank God my dad got me back home safe. Well, when we pulled up, John actually was there. And he was still drunk. Getting in a fight with my dad. We got in the house. I didn't know he was there. Got in the house. And then he came to the window, below the window. And he's drunk. And he told my dad, he goes, hey, Jim, I'm here. And Dad goes, really? He goes, leave my daughter down in Minneapolis? Are you serious? He's like, oh, come on, you mother effer, and this and that, you know, because he's drunk. And he goes, come on down. He goes, I'll be right there. I thought, oh my God. These two are going to fight. My dad at the time would have been in his early 40s. He was in his 20s. I thought, oh my gosh, you know, I know my dad's a tough guy. My dad knew karate and all that. So, but of course we just worry, you know, because our parents are older. So I was just worried or whatever. And you just worry because you love people, you know. So he comes down, and John, his name was John. John had a pumpkin behind his back. We had pumpkins in the yard. This was in October too. It was cold too. He had a pumpkin behind his back. And my dad goes, what's that behind your back? And he goes, nothing. Well, he was planning to throw a pumpkin at my dad or something. And he goes, well, you know what? With every ball, there's a bat. And my dad pulled out a bat. My dad had a bat with him because he knew he had a pumpkin behind his back. So get it? With every ball, there comes a bat. Well, the bat did scare John. He didn't want to be beat by this bat. My dad never would have beat him with it, but it was for protection. And just scare him, because my dad knew karate. Knew how to defend himself. But anyways, we got the police there. We got John's dad there. Because John couldn't drive the car home like that. He was drunk. Got his dad there, and his dad was mad because his dad had to drive there to get him. And his dad used to, you know, get on his case, used to beat him. He was afraid of his dad. But the cop said, we'll let him go. But he's in your car. He cannot drive or anything. So he left the car at my house. I would have it for next time to bring back home. So, but as soon as he saw the cop pull up, because my dad had already called the police too, when he saw the police show up, because he was deathly afraid of cops. He was very afraid of cops. Because he was always running from the law. He was. He had a criminal record. A record drinking and driving, reckless driving. You know, he had stealing things. He had a lot under his record. Theft, all that. So he was nervous. When he saw the cop, he dropped the pumpkin behind his back, and the cop came walking up. My dad told him what happened, and then his dad got there, and his dad took him home and stuff like that. But that was a scary time in my life. Being left down in Minneapolis. And I'm sure you guys, if you're not from Minnesota, you probably know of the media that you would have read on that shoot, you know, or the killing of that George Floyd. You know, they talk, you know, on all the rioting in that area. Yeah, it's a very bad area. It was bad even back then. That's one of the worst parts of where, for Minnesota. Very beautiful, but yeah, very scary, and even worse now than it was back then, thank God. I hate to be left down there now. Especially with all the riots going on. So, but just I tell you guys that story. Very scary time of my life. I don't know, I just had guys that were just rude and mean. And this John, did so many things to me. I mean, look, I broke my foot on my 21st birthday, and he screamed at me and punched me in the face because I couldn't drive, and he had to drive because he had this record, and it was in an area where the cops knew him really well, so of course he was very upset, and yeah. I'm glad I'm away from him. I'm glad I finally got away from him. I was just young and dumb and stupid, but I was with him a little over a year, and I realized I can't do this anymore. I got to be tough and strong. We were moving, and I thought I could get away from him. So, but he tried. He came to my work. He tried to bring me flowers. He tried to get me locked in a car. He tried to get me with him. I mean, he threatened to kill me. He threatened, like, he said things that were weird. I'm just glad that I'm away from him, and I'm glad that, it's been many, many years now, and God's protecting me, so I'm glad with that. But that was a very scary thing. If you're a young person watching me, be smart. Don't be with somebody like that, an alcoholic or somebody that has, issues like that. Get them help, or, just don't be with somebody like that. You deserve better than that. You do. I didn't think I deserved any better, but you do. You definitely deserve better. So, anyways, I hope all of you guys enjoyed this healthy keto eating show, the scripture reading that I read. Remember, don't judge, because we all make mistakes. Just like it said, why would you want to talk about that little sawdust in his eye when you got a plank in yours? We all sin. We all fall short of the glory of God. So don't judge. Just live your life. Pray. Live a good life for God, and don't worry about everybody else around you. Just worry about your life. That's all you got to worry about, because yours is the one that God's going to, even if you get upset with them, God's going to deal with your life a different way He's going to deal with that person's life. So let God do it. And definitely try that meal out. It was very, very good. Definitely tastes like a hamburger helper or a chicken helper. And you can do it different ways with chicken breast, or you can do it with the canned chicken. Of course, that's, the chicken breast and the ground chicken is going to be healthier for you. The canned chicken is a little bit more processed, but you can do it that way. Okay? And I hope you enjoyed everything else. I hope all of you guys are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and leaning on Jesus and seeking Him out and have that personal relationship with Him, and know for sure you're going to heaven. That's awesome. Awesome feeling to know that. And if you need help knowing that, my email's linked down below. If you need help with the keto, let me know. I'm here. I'm your gal. I'll help you. I'll help you out with anything. So I love all of you guys very much. I will continue to pray for you. Please continue to pray for me and my safety. I will continue to tell God to put that hedge of protection on you. I love all of you guys very much. Everybody take care. God bless. And I'll see each and every one of you in my very next vlog.